I work at a small office inches away from 3 other people. We all get along well and then spend time talking as we work. This sounds good so far. I don't know why you would need us. Sometimes we have lunches together. It is enjoyable. Later on, I go home and perhaps make some dinner and watch a movie.
Anyway, good night. Good night, good work. Good night, man in the moon.
Another grand slam day in my cool life.
Had some good talks. Had some chicken pot pie.
Pretty good. All there.
Tomorrow's Deborah's birthday. We're going out for afternoon drinks.
I'll get to that laundry tomorrow. It's no problem. He'll still be there. One guy, though, will put on his headphones and tune us out until we start laughing or the conversation sounds interesting. Then he pops up his head and says, "What? What are you talking about? Oh, my God." He does this at least 5 times a day. We have to repeat the entire conversation to him every time, and it's making me crazy. Just pay attention. Brothers, how can I keep my cool and still have work chats around this guy? That's from Vexed in Vancouver. Oh, Vancouver. I'd love to go by there sometime. Maybe make a visit there on, I don't know, August 30th? Does that sound good?
Yeah, it's a date.
Yeah, I think I can work that. I'll do that.
If you want to see me there, go to bit.ly/VanMBMBaM and buy a ticket. Anyway.
More on that later.
It's so God. It's rare when a person possesses this sort of like robotic work ethic strategy and also like chronic FOMO. Or it's like you can't have both. You can't get the best of both worlds. Either do your business and be a good business boy, or be a lunchtime fun boy. But you cannot be both.
You cannot be both.
I have an idea.
Fun boy and a good business boy. That's too true, Griffin.
I have an idea.
Hit me, Travis.
Every 20 minutes or so, lean over and ask him what he's listening to.
Oh, my God.
And then have him tell you about it, and then lean back, and 30 minutes later, ask him again. And do that until he's like, "Hey, man, why do you keep doing that?" And be like, "Because you do it. Because you do it, Steve. Get the fuck out. You're fired."
What if he's like Dave, the guy I used to work with at TriData, and the answer to that question is always CNC Music Factory. It is always the same CNC Music Factory cassette tape.
I think that would be a pretty cool workday, honestly. I'm a big fan of their work. I recently in the car treated Sydney to my recitation of all the lyrics that are going to make you sweat, and she was not as impressed. Every time he asked what you're laughing or talking about, look him dead in his eye jellies and say, "You." Every time. Every single you, we're talking about you again. And he takes them off 5 minutes later. "Hey, what's all the hub?" It's you, I promise. We're laughing at you and talking about you.
And not in
He'll have to keep his headphones off then.